Hello everyone, welcome back to another remote sensing lecture video. And in this lecture video I want to talk about the idea of information homogeneity. Right. Information homogeneity was one of the criteria for training data that we talked about and that we listed in the previous video. In this video I want to define it, and then I want to go through a good example and a bad example. So information homogeneity basically just means that when you're generating training data for a class, that you should only be that each class of training data should only represent one class, right? Or put another way, right? Each training data sample must contain one and only one class. Now, this may seem common sense in a way, but it's really fundamental to the idea of what training data is supposed to be doing. And so what I want to do is I want to go through an example, a good example. So let's say that we were digitizing water training data. And we're going to do the left one. This is going to be our good sample, our good. And then the left of this is going to be our bad. Let's say that we were trying to digitize a water class. So I'm not sure what this is. This is going to be our water class. All right. So I'm not going to go through the elements of image interpretation for this, but let's just assume that we've developed a decent set of rules here. And we're going to go through and we're going to start to generate training data. And we're going to be doing the digitization method. Okay? So this is our image. Pretend we're in ArcGIS Pro. When we say information homogeneity, what we're meaning is that this, right, we could say this point's water, 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 right, we could say that this point's water, we could say that maybe this point right here is water, right, so on and so forth. Right, you'll see that all of these points are actually water. So let's look at a bad, right, something that you would not want to do, okay? Let's see, we have the same sort of points, right, we're picking some points, we're picking some points, we're picking some points, we're picking some points. Suddenly, we do that, right? So now we actually have included in here a point that is not water, right? That is bad, right? That's what the information homogeneity is trying to say, is that when you're generating your training data, be careful that each training data sample only contains one class, right? There's nothing other than water in this class. Okay? So hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, please reach out. Thank you.